It's been an entire calendar week since we witnessed history. Since we saw Myles Bourne do the unthinkable of winning the NXT North American Championship from All Ego Ethan Page. It's hard to believe that after almost a year, Ethan Page has finally dropped the NXT North American title to someone like Myles Bourne. Now that Myles is the North American champion, he now needs challengers for said North American title. But the question is, who will step up and take that challenge? Honestly, it's actually kind of refreshing to see someone like Myles Bourne become champion, because this is his first championship ever in WWE in general. Yeah, sure, he had an opportunity at the NXT title last year. He had a shot at the NXT tag team titles alongside Tavion Height when they were a part of the NQCC. But both of those times, he failed to capitalize on such massive opportunities, that this time around he was able to capitalize on such an incredible opportunity. And now the question is, who will step up and take the challenge? Interestingly enough, obviously we know that the partnership between WWE and TNA and even also AAA has now become stronger than ever before. Obviously, because of the fact that Ariana Grace is obviously the TNA Knockouts champion, and of course Lola Vice is one half of the AAA mixed tag team champions alongside Mr. Iguana. But again, you've got a large plethora of talent, not just in NXT, but also in TNA and in AAA. Obviously, you've got guys like Mike Santana, who's the current TNA World Champion. You've got Leon Slater, who's the TNA X Division Champion. You've got Trey Miguel, who's the new TNA International Champion. You've got the Hardys, who are the TNA Tag Team Champions. You've got guys like AJ Francis, BDE, who has been turning a lot of heads as of late. He's become quite the sensation in TNA from what I've been hearing. Bear Bronson, Brian Myers, Cedric Alexander, Chris Bay, Dutch, Eddie Edwards, Elijah, Eric Young, who is a TNA original, as is Frankie Kazarian, who's another TNA original. Jason Hodge, I would say JDC, but he's now officially retired, which again, congrats to him on his retirement. John Skyler, Judas Icarus, Casey Navarro, Mance Warner, Moose is could potentially challenge. Mr. Elegance, part of the Elegance brand. Mustafa Ali, who last year did have an opportunity at the NXT North American title. Finally received his opportunity at the title after getting injured. So for those who don't know, Mustafa Ali, when he was in NXT, he qualified to become the number one contender for the NXT North American title, which at that time, if my memory serves correct, I believe that was I believe it was held by Dominic Mysterio at the time, and he and Ali received a one-on-one opportunity, but because of his injury and because that he got released from WWE at that time, he never received his one-on-one shot until NXT Showdown or NXT Invasion. And even then, even at Showdown, he still lost. So yeah, so there is Ali, there is Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler, Rich Swann, excuse me, Ryan Nemeth, Sammy Callahan, pretty much all the members of Ali's faction, Order 4. Who else could we see? The Hometown Man, Travis Williams, Vincent. Like there are literally there is at least a few dozen that could potentially challenge for the NXT North American title, even in NXT. Guys like Andre Chase, guys like the new NXT tag team champions Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes, obviously known as Swipe Right. Both members of OTM, Bronco Nima and Lucian Price, Brooks Jensen, who we've seen on Evolve over the last couple of months, Stax, Charlie Dempsey, pretty much any of the four members of Dark State, Dante Chen, Elio LaFleur, who is the new WWE Speed Champion, which I will be talking about that in a future video, potentially later this week or at some point next week. I'm not entirely sure, but you guys will see that. Plus, I will also be talking about AJ Lee's reign as the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, and of course the Irresistible Force's reign as Women's Tag Team Champions as well. So stay tuned for those. There's the former champion Ethan Page, Hank and Tank, Jackson Drake, the current Evolve Men's Champion, Jasper Troy, Joe Hendry, the current NXT Champion, Josh Briggs, Kale Dixon, Keanu Carver, Lexis King, Malik Blade, who apparently who has returned to NXT, but he's mostly been seen at the live events. Nico Vance, Ricky Saints, Sean Legacy, Sean Spears, Tavion Heights, Tony D'Angelo, who is a former North American champion in his own right, Tyreek Igwe, Tyson DuPont, obviously known as High Rise, Uriah Connors. There's a long list of people that could challenge, even from AAA. You've got guys like Jack Cartwheel, who actually is one of WWE's ID prospects and is still under contract with WWE under the Evolve banner. But he's been making a lot of he's been making a lot of appearances in AAA for quite some time, actually. So there is that. There is Mr. Iguana. There's La Barca, Psycho Clown, Pagano. There's who else? Oh my god, I can't think of the name. I can't think of his name. Oh my god. We saw him get jumped in AAA this past Saturday. Pimpinella Escalarda, I believe is his name. There's him. There's Mr. Iguana I mentioned. There's Elio de Vikingo. There's Mini Vikingo. Who else? Shit. Shit. Who else? I mean, the list goes on and on and on, and I mean, if I'm able to find the roster, I might be able to show off. Um, there is Aerostar, Abismo Negro, um, let's see here, Elio de Dr. Wagner Jr., Laredo Kid, Murder Clown, Aerostar, Andy Panda Jr., Belsigor, um, Chris Carter, Dave the Clown, Drago, Dulce Canella, El Fisco, El Macias, Hysteria, Jesse Queen, actually, Jesse Queen. I don't think Jesse Queen could qualify. I don't know. Kento Laparca, um, Laredo Kid. I mentioned Lindsay Dorado, Mecha Wolf, um, El Nino Hamburguesa, Octagon Jr., Pagano. I mentioned Panic Clown. Um, Toros, TJP. I mean, again, the list goes on and on and on. The list goes on and on and on. Like you got a plethora of talent. But honestly, though, I think because that the partnership with WWE and both parties have become have become so strong. Anybody from all three promotions, if you will, can challenge Myles Bourne for the NXT North American title. But but if I had to pick two from each brand, from each promotion, from TNA, I would have to say Moose and Mustafa Ali, simply because they had their opportunities at the title, but they were never. But their matches ended in controversy, and I can honestly say that with Myles Bourne now as champion, one could argue that a match between Myles Bourne and Moose, or Myles Bourne and Mustafa Ali, I don't think there will be any controversy whatsoever. Now, as far as NXT goes, I would have to say Tony D'Angelo and Ethan Page, solely because they're both owed rematches for the title. So I'm pretty sure that we might see them get their rematch at some point. But as far as AAA goes, I mean, what can I say? I mean, anybody could challenge, but personally, if I'm being completely honest, I would love to see Myles Bourne defend the NXT North American title against someone like Octagon Jr. or potentially against Mr. Iguana. Honestly, those would be some crazy matches, and between all six, I don't think it'll be Moose, because from what I've been hearing and from what I've seen on social media, it seems like Moose is too focused on the system, and because that the system kicked Moose out of the group, which apparently was his own creation, if you will. I'm pretty sure that Moose is gonna be having his hands tied against the system. So pretty sure that's going to be the case. As far as NXT goes, I don't think it's going to be Tony D'Angelo, because much like Moose, Tony D is just too focused on Dark State. And then as far as AAA goes, as much as I would love to see Mr. Iguana take up that challenge, I don't think it's gonna be him, because he and Lola Vice are both are preoccupied with the AAA mixed tag team titles, and because that Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana are having some issues, if you will, with Los Toxicas, which I think is Flammer, La Hiedra, and Lady Shani. I think is the I think is the trio. If I remember right, I think that's the case. I don't know if that really is in. I don't know if it's them, but obviously Lola and Iguana are too focused on Los Toxicas. Obviously, they've had their issues with Lola Vice for quite some time. So I don't think it'll be Mr. Iguana. So between Mustafa Ali, Ethan Page, and Octagon Jr., who could take up that challenge? Honestly, any one of them. If we're thinking fantasy booking, it would probably have to be Octagon Jr. But if we're thinking reality booking, I think it has to be Ethan Page, okay, because he is definitely owed a rematch for the title, and we could potentially see Ethan Page get his rematch this Saturday at Vengeance Day, which is possible, but we really don't know for sure. But again, if we're thinking reality booking, my opinion, I think it's going to be Ethan Page. But I want to get your guys' opinion on this whole ordeal. Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on Myles Bourne winning the North American title, and who you think should step up to the challenge. Let me know down in the comments below, and that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.